Hello friends, today's video I am going to discuss about section 307 attempt to murder. Whoever does any act with such intention or knowledge and under such circumstances that if he by that act caused death, he would be guilty of murder shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine, and if hurt is caused to any person by such act, the offender shall be liable either to imprisonment for life or to such punishment as it herein before mentioned. Attempts by life convicts. When any person offending under this section is under sentence of imprisonment for life, he may, if hurt is caused, be punished with death. This section deals with the attempt to murder. It punishes those cases where execution of the purpose falls short of a complete execution and the consummation is hindered by circumstances independent of the will of another. The act or illegal omission, although it does not cause death, is carried to such as a length as, at the time of carrying it to that length, the offender considers sufficient to cause death. In state of Maharashtra versus Balram Bama Patil, it was held by the Supreme Court that to justify a conviction under Section 307, it is not essential that bodily injury capable of causing death should have been inflicted, although the nature of injury actually caused may often give considerable assistance in coming to a finding as to the intention of the accused. Such intention may also be deduced from other circumstances and may even in some cases be ascertained without any reference at all to actual wounds. In state of Madhya Pradesh versus Kashiram, it was held that it is sufficient to justify a conviction under Section 307 IPC if there is present an intent coupled with some overt act in execution thereof. It is not essential that bodily injury capable of causing death should have been inflicted. It was held in Madanpal versus State of UP that if the intention is to commit murder and in pursuance of that intention a person does an act towards its commission, irrespective of the fact that the act is penultimate or not, the offence under Section 307 IPC would be made out. It was held in R. Prakash versus State of Karnataka that it is sufficient to justify a conviction under Section 307 if there is present an intent coupled with some overt act in execution thereof. It is not essential that bodily injury capable of causing death should have been inflicted, although nature of injury actually caused may often give a considerable assistance in coming to a finding as to the intention of the accused. It was held in state of Madhya Pradesh versus Simrat that it is sufficient to justify a conviction under Section 307 if there is present an intent coupled with some overt act in execution thereof. It is not essential that bodily injury capable of causing death should have been inflicted. The section make a distinction between the act of the accused and its result, if any. The court has to see whether the act, irrespective of the result, was done with the intention or knowledge and under circumstances mentioned in this section. Therefore, an accused charged under Section 307 IPC cannot be acquitted merely because the injuries inflicted on the victim were in the nature of a simple hurt. It is very important section as far as a lawyer is concerned. One has to thoroughly read this section. And common object on attempt to murder. It was held in Kuldeep Yadav state of Bihar that the mere fact that accused were armed is not sufficient to prove common object. The court must give clear finding regarding nature of common object and that the object was unlawful. In this case, no overt act had been attributed to any other accused person except accused number 1 had other person intended or shared common object to kill. They must have used weapons illegally carried by them to facilitate a legally common object of committing murder. Since common object was not known to the other accused person, it was not safe to convict other accused person under Section 149 IPC. The state of Madhya Pradesh versus Sangam. In case of offence of attempt to murder under Section 307 IBC, sentence of 7 years regressive imprisonment imposed by the trial court and reduced by appellate court to less than 1 year without assigning any satisfactory reason, therefore, was held liable to be set aside by Supreme Court, and the matter was remitted back to the High Court for a fresh consideration of the appeal.